back to another video. Today we're playing Blox again, obviously. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I really just don't know what to do anymore. Like, I don't know, I just don't know I don't know what game to play or what to talk about. If you have any suggestions, comment, please. I need help. Alright, just gonna be grinding today, obviously. So, I think last week, today's Memorial Day for me, so I'm not going to school today. Um, Last Wednesday, I think, Tottenham played a Europa League final against Manchester United, and obviously Tottenham won. It was their first trophy in 17 years, and I cannot tell you how excited I was. So, it was going on during science class for me at school. So, I was doing my work, like checking on my Chromebook once in a while, because obviously I want to know if they won or not. Um, or it ended during science. During, it started like during history, and then during lunch, Tottenham scored the goal. And that was the winner. It was the only goal of the game. But yeah, and during lunch, I went crazy. Like I started, I was, yeah, it was, I was absolutely ecstatic. But I couldn't really celebrate until I got home. And still then, I really don't think I like screamed or anything, but like I'm just so happy that Tottenham won their first trophy in 17 years. Like, I haven't been alive for 17 years, so I don't know how it has been for people who've been supporting Tottenham for 17 years. But still, even for like 5 years or so, like every time they lost a game, my friends have been ruthless. So thankfully they won this game. So even if my friends say, "Oh yeah, they lost this game," I can say at least they won a trophy. Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Um, even though he did win us a trophy, I still think they should sack Postacoglu. I just don't think he's I don't think he's been figured out. Like last season, like we did or they did really well, obviously because like because his tactics were new and they played really risky, but it paid off because they went to the Europa League and stuff like that. Excuse me, but this season it was really different. This season was absolutely horrible in the Prem. 17th, I think. Like that was absolutely horrible. So hopefully next season they sack Ange. Sell a few players, sign a few players, and bring in a better manager. Hopefully that makes it better. Hopefully that makes it so that like at the very minimum, they should be finishing like top six. Honestly, like I don't know how you finish 17th with that team, 1 point above the relegation zone. Like even with the little glaze of Tottenham that I do, I have to admit that I don't know how they did that. With that great of a team, with like the likes of Son, James Madison, Van de Ven, Romero. We have a World Cup winner. Matthews Tell, Solanke, who got like 20 goals last season. I don't know what happened to him. I guess it was just a new system. But I think next season they will, at the very least, get top half. I, it really doesn't matter because they still do have Champions League next year. So that is definitely something to look forward to. Um, I don't expect them to get very far, maybe like I honestly think if they get knocked out in like the round 16, that will be fine. As long as they don't get grouped in the new format that they haven't experienced, like in the Champions League yet. They have done it in the Europa League this year, obviously. Yeah, I just hope they don't get grouped. If they get knocked out in the playoffs, I'll be pretty sad, but like it's obviously a lot better than getting grouped. If they get to quarterfinals, I really don't think that's gonna happen. Like quarters are not gonna happen. But round 16 also kind of seems like a long shot. I think they could get round 16. Um. Anyways, for the other leagues, I'm actually not sure. I don't know about Serie A. I don't know. Um. Uh. Bayern won the Bundesliga though, so Harry Kane won the trophy as well as Tottenham in the same season. So that's nice, I guess. Yeah. La Liga, Barcelona obviously securing the domestic treble. I think that's what we call it. And P- in Liga, obviously PSG won it. Like who else would win it at this point? Uh, is it England, Spain, France, Germany, Italy? I think that's it. That's all the top five leagues, right? Yeah. All right. So I think. I mean, obviously, people are gonna start predicting the Ballon d'Or now, because season's over, and it's really just mostly like the end of the season that matters. Because even though the Ballon d'Or is for the whole year, all the trophies get like wrapped up at the end of the season, and you win trophies at the end of the season, like officially. So like obviously the end, people are gonna start predicting the Ballon d'Or from now, and I'm not an exception. Um, Here's how I see it. I think. Well, I mean, it obviously still matters on the Champions League final and who wins that, Inter versus PSG. If PSG win the Champions League, I think Dembele is gonna win it. No, I think. I mean, he has had a great 2025, and like 2024, it does kind of matter, but like really, the award is for 2025. Like that's what it's supposed to be. So yeah, I think he would win if PSG win the Champions League, but there's a pretty good chance that they don't. Well, Inter have a really good team. They knocked out Barca, which they were, I think, definitely the favorites to win. Before they got knocked out by, of course, Inter. But I don't know about anyone from Inter who winning the Ballon d'Or though. I haven't really like last season, even though like Serie A isn't really like no, I don't really hear a lot about them. But last season, I still heard some stuff about Lautaro Martinez and about how he scored so many goals in the Serie A and stuff like that. This season, I haven't really heard any of that. So I don't know if Martinez deserves it. I don't think. I don't think like obviously Italy is famed for their defense, but I don't think a defender would really win it. Like, and who else is there? Like Barella. I really don't think anybody from Inter would win it. Would win the Ballon d'Or. Like, I don't think they've had any really standout players this season. So if it's not Dembele, and like Dembele, sorry, I pronounced that rude, and it's not anyone from Inter who are the Champions League finalists, then who else would it be? So I don't think it'd be a Real Madrid player. They didn't win. I think they won like a single trophy this season or something absurd like that, especially for Real Madrid. So I 100%. Nobody from Real Madrid are gonna win it. If anything, if anybody wins it from Real Madrid, which is completely undeserved, it's gonna be Mbappe. He deserves it most out of the entire Real Madrid team, but they do not. Nobody from them really deserves the Ballon d'Or whatsoever. But we go to the La Liga winners, where obviously there's Barca. Lewa scored a few goals this season, but it's definitely not going to be him. I don't think he's had as much of an impact as Rafinha or obviously Lamine Yamal. Um, I feel like even though people were saying Lamine Yamal is gonna win, and I get it, like there's all the hype about him, and I mean I wouldn't say he doesn't deserve it, but he is only 17. So, some quick background: the Ballon d'Or is like based on I think a vote of like journalists and players and stuff like that. So there is a lot of hype around him, but I don't know. I feel like the story would be really good for the journalists though, so maybe they would vote for him. I think Rafinha has the edge because I think they both had similar stats. Maybe let's say they have the same stats. Rafinha last season, it was like people were talking about like how he was gonna leave and how Barca were gonna sell him because Barca were still in the middle of their financial crisis, and Rafinha really didn't do anything for them in 23-24. But in the 24-25 season, he has done a complete 180. Like he has completely changed. Like he got picked to be one of their co-captains. Um, and really ever since the season started, he has been a different person. So if there's anyone from Barca who's gonna win it, I personally think it's gonna be Rafinha. Um, I think the one last Ballon d'Or contender I could think of is Mo Salah. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna win it though. Really, compared to Lamine Yamal and Rafinha and Dembele, I just don't think he's done enough in the Champions League this season. Like I think Rafinha matched Ronaldo's something about his GA in the Champions League, like for a single season. And of course, Lamine Yamal has scored I think a few goals against Inter in the semifinals, and well, I mean I don't think, and obviously Dembele who might win it. But I don't think Mo Salah's done enough. From what I remember, they got knocked out in the quarterfinals. Like Liverpool, even though they've had a great season in the Prem, I don't think they've done enough in the Champions League for Mo Salah to really deserve it. So it's either Dembele, Rafinha, or Yamal. If it's really supposed to pick the best player in the world overall, I think that Rafinha should win it. Like obviously, but for me it's obvious. I don't know about other people. I have a friend who really glazes Lamine Yamal. Um, yeah, but for me, if it was only personal achievements, it has to be Rafinha. But there is a lot of because it's a vote, there is a lot of PR involved in that, and I think obviously Yamal is much better for that, at least for the PR. Even if he may lack a little bit more in the personal stats, but the Ballon d'Or also considers of course the team trophies that they win, which might give Dembele an edge. So I think really what the journalists value the most is gonna come into play. Like if they value individual performance the most, it's gonna be Rafinha. If they value PR and popularity more, it's gonna be Lamine Yamal. And if they value the team trophies and stuff, it's probably gonna be Dembele. Um, but yeah, that's just what I think. So you can leave your opinion in the comments. as well as like video ideas on what to talk about, because I really have no idea what I want to upload about right now. Alright, also, this is not about soccer, so if you clicked on the video for soccer, you can click off now. But today, I saw a video from Technoblade, which is kind of weird considering he passed away a few years ago, I think. I'm not sure exactly how many years ago, but I know he passed away from cancer, and he hit 20 million subscribers, and I think his dad uploaded the video. I think that's really great. I think if he lived even a few more years, he could have done that a lot faster, honestly. But I really only watched him after he passed away. Like, I knew of him, but I didn't really watch him until I saw that he passed away. And his Potato War series, like, it's all really crazy. And I wish I was there to watch it when it first came out, and like I knew about him. Um, but yeah, I now that I watch him, I understand what people are saying about how creative he is. I really like the fact that he reached 20 million. So yeah, I just want to say that. Nothing emotional. Okay. Yeah. Let me just finish grinding, and then we'll go roll a fruit. Alright. We have a new quest, but personally, I'm just gonna go find a jungle island. I'm actually not sure if I hit respawn, will I go back to the jungle island? Like, I know how it works, but I don't know if I set my spawn point there. So I'm not gonna risk it. That's jungle, right? Like right there, right in front of me. Or not this Skylands, but off to the right. It's jungle, right? Oh shit. I might. I'm taking a quick change of course just to look at the ship and to see if there's anyone I can kill. Nope, it's abandoned. Dang it. I was looking forward to somebody to kill. Alright, well, let's just see if we get anything good from this roll. Do I even have enough money to roll? I'm actually not sure. I think it might be like 200k to roll. I don't know, it's been a while since I played. Um. Oh, only 100k? Oh, that's light. Alright, please, 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 something decent, something decent. Magma? I think that's magma, right? I mean, magma's not bad, I guess. It's a duplicate, okay. Is there anybody I can give this to? Do you want a magma? Want a magma? Want it? What level are you? Or, well, I got this person a magma. So, yeah, I'm so generous. Yep, I'm so generous. So that's why you should subscribe and leave a comment on the video. Give me video ideas and tell me who you think is gonna win the Ballon D'or. Alright, see you next time.